Alright, so where are we staying tonight in Ptui? Well, right here in this apartment for 30 euros a night. It is an accommodation with two shared apartments. Number one, which is currently empty, there's nobody staying there, so I have the whole place pretty much to my own. And then this is my place, number two, where we have a large and spacious bathroom right here. I'm going to take a nice hot shower. The only thing that's a bit strange is the low shower head. It's a bit annoying, but anyway. Other than that, here it has a sofa. I'm making myself nice and comfy with the AC on. Heating because it's a bit cold at night in the mountains here. And my bed here is where I'll be sleeping. 30 hours a night, that's a pretty good deal though. Time for some coffee, then a little croissant that's still baking. Breakfast in Ptui. Cafe called Sweets by Anna. Journey of today starting off with Ptui, Bergersko and Bergersko to Celje. Next leg of the journey will be the intercity, which is now arriving, coming from Maribor to Celje. Another city for Slovenian standards at least. Nice train. Okay, arrived in Celje, which is a city kind of centrally located in Slovenia. It is a railway hub, if I understand correctly, so I will be skipping Ljubljana on this trip because I've already been there, and from here onwards I want to sort of go south towards any border crossing with Croatia and try to walk across that on foot, see if I can find any interesting towns as well. Celje here. Another unremarkable but pleasant city here in central Slovenia.
Tisti vlak, ki iz Ljubljane za Maribor vozi na tir 3.
50 minutes of delay for the... no? Almost half an hour of delay for the train to Želený, from where I'll switch to... forget the name, a little bit southeast. The railways are actually not that great here, it's sort of okay-ish, but they have a lot of delays, it seems, at least now, for a relatively small country. In comparison to Poland, the locomotives of some of the trains are definitely older, although the wagons, the carriages are actually kind of similar, upgraded older versions as well, although Poland definitely does better in investments in railroads, but obviously there's little sense in comparing a country with 2 million people to Poland, which has, well, multiple. Slovenia is way smaller and more compact, although the benefit of that is that it has many landscapes on a relatively small surface, so you can go from fields to mountains to the sea in a relatively short time. And it's a fairly pleasant country to travel through by train. You can easily cross borders, as you will see in this episode as well. Zidani must now take a train to Dobova. It's about time to look for a place to spend the night. Right, so I did eventually end up in Ljubljana, which is not a punishment per se, because I just had a very nice date. Anyway, I'm very hungry now. Long story, nobody's probably interested in why I'm here. I'm going to eat, bye. So my hostel here in Ljubljana is housed in a former prison. It's really, really cool. Here's the attic of the old prison. And then my room is somewhere over here. Anyway, gonna sleep. I'm exhausted. Right, I'm on the train to Novo Mesto, so eventually making my way towards Croatia. Nice and rainy, making for an atmospheric ride in this nice diesel train. I am arriving in Metlika, which is one of the outlying stations here in Slovenia. It is on the exact border, just a couple hundred meters to Croatia. And from here on I'll be walking into Croatia and try to find my way to Karlovac. Let's see how this plays out. Metlika, look it up on a map to see where it's situated. Bit of a peculiar town. I will not be visiting the center, I'll be just moving straight onwards to Croatia. There used to be a train all the way to Karlovac, but it's been discontinued as far as I know. Couldn't find anything about it, so even though the railway line does exist, I could not go further than Metlika. There's one or two more stations within Slovenia, but then I wouldn't be able to cross the river. So I found this the most feasible and I guess interesting option, to just do an overland crossing on foot into Croatian territory. Should be right there. Here we are. So that's the actual Croatian border post on that side. I will not be filming it further because it's probably not very interesting. It's a bit similar, modern, closed. But here we are, this is Croatia now. There's a good restaurant here called Doriš, and there is a border cat, Croatian border cat, still watching your every move when you cross into his territory. Kupa River is how it's called in Croatian.